Okay, welcome back to the Impala. I was going to joke that it's the used car show. Uh, Bought this car for my daughter. She's going to be driving soon. So I sold the Suburban to buy this car. I sent her a bunch of pictures, and she picked this one out of all of them. Went down, met the guy at a fire station that was closed. He wanted to meet on the corner, so I should have known that was a red flag right away. The guy didn't want me to meet at his house. But I took the car. Well, actually, I wanted to take the car for a test drive, but the guy didn't let me drive the car. He drove it around the block. It seemed good. I told him okay. Then he told me he couldn't find the title, and I said, all right, let me know if you get the title. So evidently, next day, he calls me, oh, I find the title. So I tell him, okay, I want to drive it. I drive it. Everything seems fine. I give him the money. He gives me the title. I drive it home. Check engine light comes on, saying evap system. So I get it home because I didn't know. I didn't have the handset with me. I didn't have a way to check the check engine light at the time. So when I got home, because I didn't know why, I just watched the temperature gauge and made it home. And it was like evap system. The guy had a gas cap in the back seat. I'm guessing he tried that. It didn't fix it. So anyway, I cleared it. It came right back. So I assumed this guy had been clearing it every time. He drove it the first time, and then I drove it. And then, so I got transferred plates, all that, and took it for a drive to work, which is an hour each way. And about over half throttle, oil light comes on saying pull over, low oil pressure. So I'm like, okay. And I'm going to add that up with the fact that the first day it rained after I bought the car, the passenger side floor was soaked. And I should have known that there was a problem because when you look right up here, you can see there's a stain. And I felt it when I bought the car and there was nothing wet. So, but yep, first time it rained. So, you know, it's real hard to find an honest person to buy a car from. The last two cars I bought, this car and the Suburban, have both been, you know, a little bit shady. The Suburban more, I think, because I drove away from that guy's house and it broke down and I had to have it towed, and it cost me $300 to get it towed back from where it was. It was quite a ways. And like I say, only like a mile from the guy's house. So I'm not sure what the deal was on that. But, and then this car with the check engine light, the oil light, just not getting real good at picking cars here. But anywho, today I'm going to try to get to where the oil pressure sensor is. Now, it's supposed to be below this heat shield right here. And the thing is this car's got over 100,000 miles and it's like 16 years old. It's a 2006. I don't know if that heat shield's going to be coming off of there, especially since all I can see is the head of the nut. And if I get that hot, I'm not sure if it's actually going to come out. We're going to try. We're going to see. Supposedly, the sensor is down there somewhere. And if you can see down there, you can see it is nasty. It's oily down there. Who knows? Maybe the sensor's leaking. But we're gonna heat up some of these bolts and see if anything snaps off or comes off or what. So keep an eye on me here. We're going in. So let's get a tool. I think it's a 10 millimeter. We'll get the torch. see what we can do here. Yeah, I've never worked on one of these, but I'm a little bit concerned about the ignition wire right here. It's really close. Try getting it hot. Well, heat shield heated up real nice, but let's see here. All right, feels like we got her loose. Don't touch this sumbitch. Here. Oh, dropped it down there. Guess we'll have to find that one later. All right, on to the next one here. Bring you in so you can see what's going on here. So we got that one right there out. Now we're gonna try to get those two over there, so we can get them to move. So we got some wiring here, a couple hoses. Oh, there's that one. Look at these small bolts. That's that sucker don't want to come out. All right. Next. There's a close-up on that one. All right. So now, check this thing over. I think there's another one lower, maybe two more. I see one down there. Get you in here. let's see what we can do here. I think what we're going to need to do to get that one is probably just the ratchet and the socket. All right, so we got some wiring right here. It's really close where I'm going to be heating. Trying to find a good spot for you here. All right, looks like the air conditioning line is right close there too. All right, so let me grab a different socket that's not hot. Let's try to get that out. Okay. This heat shield's probably seen better days. All right, I think I see the oil sensor right here behind what it looks like another heat shield. Looks like maybe one wire going into it. I almost wonder if getting to that would be easier. Oh, the starter's right there. the oil filter is right below there. But I'm thinking about just jacking this car up and going to take a look at it from the other side. So what I'll do is I'll get the car jacked up and we'll take a look at it from the other side, because I'll show you here. This is kind of difficult to reach. See it? See it right there? Right there. So we'll be right back. All right, so I got it jacked up and I pulled that front cover under the fascia here off. I'm going to show you what we got here. So I definitely think that there's an oil leak. Everything seems to be wet right around in this area. There's the sensor right above the oil filter, and the oil filter looks pretty wet, but it looks like it's coming from above. It's pretty clean right around this area, but I don't think it's the sensor. This is the connector right here, this yellow one. This is the connector for it, and that bolt back there looks a little wet too. But if I'd say anything's leaking, it's either this threaded bolt right here or the oil filter itself is leaking. So I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna clean this off with some brake cleaner, and we'll go from there. And then once I get this cleaned off, then I'll pull that sensor out. I don't want any of that dirt and shit in there. So let's get that going here. let's see if we can get this sensor. Oh shit. There's a bunch of oil in there. Uh-oh. So there's an O-ring right there. And we lost a little bit of oil when it came out. This doesn't look torn, the O-ring or anything, so I don't think that it was leaking from the sensor unless it was leaking through the connector, which is possible. So I'm obviously not gonna be able to start this car up without the sensor in there. So I think what we'll do is we'll put this back, put a little oil on this O-ring, put this back in here. And when the sensor comes in, we should be ready to go. This sensor's not in there very tight, so I used an 1 1/16" on it, but you could use pliers, I think, basically to tighten this up. So when the new sensor comes back in, I'll bring you guys back in here to show you replacing it. For now, I think we're done. Check this filter, make sure it's tight. Yeah. I was trying to loosen it there. There's also another sensor underneath here under the oil pan. See that one there? Quite a bit of oil in that sensor as well. For now, I'll just let this shit dry. Air out. Found this piece of slag. It's a metal blob. I'm not sure. It came out from underneath the car when I pulled that undercover front fascia thing off. I don't know if somebody had torched off like a shock bolt or something. So it seemed like it might have had struts and it might have got a spring and somebody might have cut that, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's steel blob. Alright, we're going to check the leaks. I don't see anything leaking at that sensor down there. See that? That's the sensor right there. Anything on the floor. We'll see if at high RPM the oil pressure sensor fails or if it only does it while it's driving. Guess we'll go for a drive and see if it happens now that I cleaned the connectors, pulled the sensor out. find out. Nothing so far.
So to recap, I took the sensor out, I put it back in after cleaning the connector, and I no longer have an issue with the oil pressure reading low. But I already ordered another sensor and I'm gonna replace it. Haven't had any problems since, and it's been a few months, so just recapping this.
That's so strange. The only thing I can think of is that maybe one of those connectors was just full of oil, but we got a sensor coming anyway, so we're gonna replace it.
Well, that's gonna wrap this video up. Like I said, I put in another sensor. We haven't had any problems with it. Thanks for watching my video. Check out some of my other videos. Catch you on the next one.